How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Gary's Mod, and today we'll be doing something kind of different. We're going to be doing a top 5 maps in April. Now, I definitely do want to do more of these, so if you do like this style of video, let me know down below. But first up, we have Vertigo from the 2001 version of the Half-Life 2 beta. Starting with the top portion of the map, because yes, this is technically 2 different maps stitched together, we have a really broken down and dilapidated building that definitely has seen some better days. Now, the fun part of this map is, well, going into the destroyed parts of the building to see what secrets may be hiding. Now, although this is not a horror map, there's a lot of creepy stuff you might find, like bodies or certain sounds that make you uncomfortable. Now, the top part is not nearly as expansive as the bottom part, so you may find that you end up kind of exploring most of it pretty quick. However, the bottom part is where things get really creepy because, well, the lower you go, the more deep into the darkness you find yourself in. And down here, there's definitely a lot of dark and very creepy rooms. Now, I'm not sure if both parts of the map are connected, but I do know that once you go down to the bottom part, there's a lot more areas to explore, and you might want to just end up going back to the top part if it gets too creepy. But I really did enjoy this map. I love the Half-Life 2 beta, and it definitely does deserve a mention in this video. Next up, we have one of my favorite maps, of course, that's why it's on the list, Everpine Mall. And this mall is amazing. Now, I love mall maps. Gmod is one of my favorite maps ever made. And this one is really well detailed. The creator made all the custom assets themselves, and there's a lot in this map. There's tons of cool places like Polyvision, where you can rent or buy games. I also heard that Midnight Demons is a pretty hot topic in this mall. Tons of cool, dark clothing that you can check out. Now, it's not just the stores, even the open spaces like this lounging area is very expertly made. The decorations look awesome, and it looks believable. Now, whether you're going to Crispies or Loppies, there's a lot of cool food options down here as well with this cafeteria area. And there's no way that this is not a reference. We even have a store called Toy Box where, well, there's toys, but there was also something else in Gary's Mod that was called Toy Box. I feel like that's a bit of a reference there. And hell, there's even an entire grocery store in here. Again, everything in here is custom made. I can't imagine how much work that must have been, but holy cow, dude, you really blew it out of the water. Overall, I absolutely adore this map, and I recommend anyone to check it out. There's tons of other stores I did not show. I only showed like maybe 1/10 of all the stores in here, but let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like mall maps? And there's a ton of cool secrets you might end up uncovering as well. Now, I probably should have mentioned this before, but these are not in any particular order. Next up, though, we have Breakin. And you guys might notice, wait, Necros, you've done this before. This is a remake, though. And I do plan on doing an entire full-blown video on this because, guys, this map blew me the hell away. I almost thought it was a game mode or something, but no, all these custom menus and stuff are only part of the map. And it's incredible. So with this, you're tasked to, you know, do chores, clean up around the house, but something nefarious happens. And well, let's just say that the person that comes in ain't your parents. Now, there is a bunch of cool interactive stuff, like you can turn on the stereo, play some music. The lights can also be turned on and off, and they even glow yellow or gold when you're in a dark room so that you can find where they are. I also do love the pixelated look of the game, but you can of course turn that off in the options. Yes, this map has an options menu. The tasks are really fun, the detail is insane, and I'm so excited to do a full video on this, so I'm not going to spoil anything or even play too much of it so I can prepare myself for the video, but definitely expect that video to come pretty soon. Next up, we have Daydream, and this, guys, you know me, I love my abstract maps, and this was inspired by the LSD Simulator game for PS2, a classic game in Japan that probably no one played. But I'll tell you what, I did look at videos on it when I was like 18. And you know, it's kind of funny, that's the thing that kind of kickstarted the whole abstract thing for me. So we're kind of coming full circle here with tons of beautiful and colorful rooms, amazing environments that really encourage you to stop and kind of take it all in, asking, why is this here? Of course, we also have the really trippy and crazy stuff. It wouldn't be a abstract map if it didn't have that, of course. And I love it. It's so fun to go through this map and just try to figure out what kind of crazy room you'll find yourself in. Now there are a bunch of really cool references to other forms of media or video games as well, and even some spooky elements that might make you raise an eyebrow or two. Overall, this is seriously an incredible map, so many fun rooms to check out. I highly recommend anyone that loves abstract maps or just anything that's different to definitely give this one a shot, because I had so much fun flying through it. And finally, we have number 1, once again not in any particular order, we have Stella Ferris, an entire space station, or floating fortress if you will. This map completely blew me away. I didn't even think this was possible. The skybox images look absolutely incredible. They are insanely highly detailed, and there are a ton of different rooms in here. Now, one of the things I love the most about this are the skybox images are kind of like generated imagery in the space station itself, and it can change depending on what room you're in. Now, of course, there are a bunch of corridors you can run through, server rooms, pretty much anything that you'd expect. That also includes a pool, by the way. A pool with the northern lights above you. What more would you want? Now, some of these rooms even incorporate some abstract elements, like this room, where it looks like the ceiling kind of got ripped off and there's a city beneath you. It looks breathtaking. You could probably spend an entire hour walking around this map and you would still find a bunch of rooms you haven't even gone through. I am seriously so incredibly impressed with this map that I don't even know where to start, and if it was a top 5, I'd probably put it near the top spot anyway. But there you guys have it, 5 maps that were made around April. I think one of them was like late March, but I'm gonna count it anyway. Tons of cool stuff to check out. Maps of all types and sizes, and definitely some that are bigger than others. But as always, if you guys did like this video, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching this until the end. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. And as always, stay awesome and farewell.